Music legend and guitar virtuoso Yngwie Malmsteen just shared his thoughts about the Beatles. It's shocking, it's provocative, and I'm going to break it all down for you. Trust me, you don't want to miss this. Welcome back to the Steve Champagne Radio Show. Welcome back, I Love Music Army. Beatles fans, heavy metal fans, and Yngwie Malmsteen fans, new viewers to the channel. Hi, what's going on? As we have some interesting comments and thoughts from Yngwie Malmsteen today. You know, I got to tell you, I can take anything. Really, I can. But if you have something to say about the Beatles, my ears perk up. And when my ears perk up about the Beatles, it's because someone has something derogative to say, fascinating or interesting. Actually, just the Beatles in general get my ears perked up because I am a massive Beatle fan. I have a special connection with the Beatles, just like all of you out there that are watching this video, I'm sure have some type of connection with the Beatles, but mine goes a little further because not only did I grow up like you, listening and watching everything the Beatles did, but the guy who shot John Lennon, I went to school with him. Columbia High School, Decatur, Georgia. I live right behind the school. The sad part here is there may be some truth to what he's saying. And that's where you come in. I love reading everybody's comments. It's something I do before I go to bed. I read the comments on every video, respond to a lot of them. Maybe I'll respond to you. And while you're down there, I invite you to join us right here at the Steve Champagne Radio Show, the I Love Music Army. We would love for you to be a part of our musical family. Now, let's get to this. I'm going to read this quote here from Yngwie Malmsteen, and then I'm going to give you my thoughts and ask you for your opinion. All right? Here we go. He said, in today's industry, anyone can make a record, anyone can make a video, and so on. It dilutes everything. There's no impact. Nothing has impact. If you go back even further, in 1964, the Beatles came to America. They did one TV show, and it was big. They were the biggest band in the world because there were only 2 or 3 TV channels. If they came and tried to do the same thing today, nobody would give a shit. That's what's happening then, and this is what's happening now. Something needs to be done, but I don't know what. So what's he trying to tell me? The only reason they were big is because they were on TV and there was only a few stations? Well, he is right about that. There are only 300 or 400 TV stations out there today. God knows how many video channels there are out there. But there is a little difference when it comes to these 4 young lads from Liverpool, if you will. I think there have been artists today that have made a big impact on today's kids. You know, you got to keep in mind today's kids. I think Bruno Mars has made a big impact. Ed Sheeran, Adele, you can even go to Taylor Swift and the massive following that she has. And that's those artists, not these 4 guys. Okay? And I got to tell you, I'm putting these 4 guys against those 4 guys or those 4 artists anytime, in my opinion. But I'm going to go even further than that. Yngwie, to a degree, is right because no one's paying for music. When you have to pay for something, you value it. I mean, man, maybe you wrote your names on the record. You didn't want anybody stealing it because how many yards did you have to cut or cars you had to wash to be able to afford to buy those records back in the day when they came out? So music has been devalued because it's free. But let's get back on point. Would the Beatles be as successful today, or would they have been able to accomplish what they accomplished if they came out today instead of back then? And my opinion is absolutely they would. They wrote so many songs in such a short period of time. Think about it. What did they do? 10, 11, 12, 13 albums, 3 or 4 movies, TV shows. I mean, all that work, and, most of these guys out there today, the Beatles would have a record out every 3 weeks. They'd have a single out every 3 weeks because a lot of their songs could have been easily singles that were never singles. Now, because it's one-off in the industry, they could go 3 weeks, okay, it's dying down, let's drop this one, let's drop this one. They could have had a plethora of hits. I do believe they could have done it because the immense talent and knowledge of just knowing how to write great songs, which few people actually know how to do. Would the Beatles have been successful today as they were back then if they just came out? Is it possible for a band to come out and dominate the world, not the United States, the world, like the Beatles did when they first arrived on the music scene? I look forward to reading your comments, but right now, hey, I know you got a lot of things to do, and we appreciate you watching this video. Join us, the Steve Champagne Radio Show. It's time for me to make a sandwich. I love it. Peace with chicken grease. Keep the music playing and the good times rolling.